And he somewhat answered that question.
Sure.
So I'll turn out point that same question to you. Why do you think you might a better judge than Mr. Broom?
Sure. So the question for Facebook is why do I think I'll make a better judge than Mr. Brooms or probably really any candidate, right? Um, and what it comes back to, and I use the military as an example a lot, right? And it just overwhelmingly is a big part of why I will be so successful at this, because the military, the army, the government in general is all pretty much ran the same way, right? As the county judge, you are the chief executor of the county, right? To make it simple, you're the president of the county, right? And the commissioner's court is the Congress, right? President's not in charge of Congress. Congress not in charge of the president. You have to work together if you get anything done, right? The military is the same way, right? We break things down into different shops or sections. You've got a section that does logistics. You got a section that does operations, right? Operations is not in charge of logistics, okay? But we're not getting any operations done without logistics. Got to work together. You need to get those things done. Logistics not in charge of operations, but they're not moving anything without operations helping them do that, right? So you have to work together to get those two things done. Otherwise, the entire mission, the entire goal, all falls apart, right? So I took that knowledge and I took those abilities and those 16 years, 17 years of being able and working in this system, and I applied it to my businesses now, right? With my partners collectively, we own 10 businesses. 7 of them are operational, 4 are extremely operational, right? I have partners in every single one of them, right? And we break those things out between operations and business, right? I'm not their boss, they're not mine. But we hold each other accountable to work towards one goal to get the mission accomplished and to be successful, right? And that's what it comes down to be, right? Experience is important, right? But guess what? Joe Biden was in government for 40 years. How do you think his presidency went, right? So just because you haven't done anything before, I don't think just because I haven't been a commissioner or a county judge doesn't mean I won't be a good one, right? I think if you have the skills from being in business or being in the military, those skills transfer over enough that you can be successful and keep going on those things, right? It's all about working together. You need to lead through mutual respect on the commissioner's court and throughout the departments, right? And it's the same way for the commissioner's court itself, leading the county with other departments, not the sheriff's boss, not the treasurer's boss, right? But again, the commissioner's court is the governing body that runs the entire county, right? You can only lead them through respect and through mutual admiration. That's the only way it's going to get done, right? And I have extensive experience in doing that. I can pull out my evaluations and my resumes to prove that. So that's why I feel I would be a good candidate and able to handle the job and have the experience to do so. So thank you for the question.